Did you see that Pope Francis, his dying wish was to donate the popemobile to Gaza? What's so funny?
Isn't the popemobile just like a truck with a shield around it? Dude, what's donating a fucking vehicle gonna do? Is it like the Batmobile? Does it turn into an airplane? You know, does it? Does it have like, like a capacity to escort? Yeah, it's literally a golf cart. Listen, we have a show to do, and we're gonna do the show, but like this whole like do something about it attitude, this defiant attitude, I'm not gonna do anything about it.
Is this like the cold intro?
You're such a bitch. Yeah, dude, it is. I'm trying to do like entertainment, I'm trying to bring you up to here, and you're like, what is he doing? He's being like a creep right now. I wonder what he'd look like if he shaved off his eyelashes. Wallahi. Welcome in, Habibis, to another episode of the Ayyrabs podcast. My name is Raff.
And I'm Frogan.
And here we are to do another episode.
Be fucking real.
I'm being real, dude. I want to match the energy. We have to be on equal par.
I'll match you. I told you I'll match you.
You said you'd match me.
And I was waiting for you.
But then I was doing a whole bit and you were like, is this a bit? So you're not there yet, and you got to get there. You got to get there, man. You got to get there. It's summertime here in LA, dude.
I fucking hate it.
I'm ripping it right now. I got the shorts on. I got the t-shirts that I realize I don't have any. I don't have any t-shirts.
You got to get some.
All I have are Hasan merch.
I know.
I'm not going to wear that out.
Don't wear that shit
I'm not wearing that out. Are you kidding me?
You're going to get put on a fucking terrorist list.
I'm going to be just like him. I'm going to be apprehended at the airport. I got vacations to do. Okay?
If you want to spice up your life a little bit to feel something, wear Hasan merch to the airport. You'll always get randomly selected.
Nah, that's okay.
I did it before.
Nah, I'm not going to.
Got felt up.
That's okay. I'm not going to. My TSA agent just going to get a bunch of nudes on my phone when they search through it. Does that confuse you?
Yeah.
So a nude is when like you get fully naked and then you set up the camera and you take a picture of yourself fully naked.
Setting up the camera?
You set it up, or you hit yourself with an angle or whatever. But that's like what a nude is. I know you don't. Does that make more sense to you now?
No.
So imagine you're about to take a shower, right?
Okay.
You're naked, I assume. And then I had the thought in my head that you just had the hijab on. You have a shower hijab on too. You're naked, okay? And before you go into the water, or maybe when you go into the water, you set up your phones to take a picture of yourself as you are in your birthday suit. Do you know what a birthday suit is?
No.
A birthday suit
I'm a
is
visual learner.
A visual learner?
Mm-hmm.
Look it up. You have the computer. A birthday suit is basically you without any clothes. Like, because you were born naked, right?
Yeah.
You were born in a hijab, but most people are born naked. And then, that's technically a birthday suit because you're dressed how you were on the day of your birth, which is naked, right? So you take a photo of yourself naked, and there you go. And that's what a nude is. So I'm going to fill my phone up with nudes of myself so that when the TSA agent looks through my phone, that part confused you too. A TSA agent is somebody who works at the airport to like provide security.
No, the part that confused me is you want them to see you naked?
My thing is like, how dare you go through my phone? So you're scarred forever now.
In my head, I'm like, if they were to go through my phone,
which they will.
I have 90,000 pictures in my camera roll. So good luck.
Well, they just do like this, apparently. They just swipe.
Hold on, let me see. If I did a swipe on my phone right now, what would it be?
They just do a swipe. For me, it's a recipe. It's some videos of myself, and then I think that's it. I don't have anything incriminating on my phone. Now, if they went through my If they went through my anonymous browsing history, that's a different story. But thank God for it not saving your history. Am I right, Frogan? Am I fucking right, Frogan? Am I right, Frogan? Am I fucking right, Frogan? Am I right, Frogan? Am I fucking right, Frogan?
Yeah, going through my camera roll right now, I don't got shit.
Yeah. Now, what if they, instead of scroll through like your photos, just went to like a time period?
Name one.
10, how many? 90,000 photos?
Yes.
Damn, what size phone do you have?
Okay,
how about May 13th, 2022?
May 13th, 2022.
Yeah, let's see if you did anything.
I was at a concert.
What
No,
concert?
actually, no, I did the... No, I did nothing on May 13th, actually.
Okay, anytime in May.
I went to New York. I went and got ice cream with my friend.
Well, that's nice.
I went to another concert. I definitely was talking shit at this moment
Yep.
about something that happened during that time period.
It was Maddie Healy being racist, probably. Or Jack Barricat touching people. It could have been anything, anybody. It could
Another
have been
concert.
Uh-huh.
My niece.
Your knees?
My niece.
Oh. Well, so there you go. You'd be fine. You'd be fine.
Dogs.
Yeah.
And nails.
Good. Yeah, so you'd be fine.
And then I went to LA at the end of the month.
Oh, shit. Hell yeah.
It was for Food Beast.
I remember. Ugh. Yuck. Ew, dude, the cat started sleeping on this side, especially the big one. And
How do you know?
because I walked in and he was sleeping over here.
Oh.
And so now it's like getting everywhere. So, alas. But dude, things are going crazy.
Why?
All I got to say, be for real, man. Be for real, dude. Like, just be for real. Why? Like we're filming a TikTok or something. Like we're trying to TikTok bait. All week you've been saying things that like I'm like, just talk to me, human being. Just talk to me like a normal
I am
human
talking to you like a human being.
But it's funny that like, the past few days that we've seen each other, you've said one or two things that I'm like, what is that?
He's like,
Here it comes.
Here
it comes. Here it comes. The sass that comes with my voice or something. Let's see it.
You said something about me being like desperate for conversation because I said something about my eyelashes.
Yeah, you said something weird about your eyelashes. I said
growing up is realizing you don't have to have a
That's
big
what it
lash.
was. That's what it was.
When you're going out.
We weren't having a conversation about anything about your
Because
eyelashes. We didn't
I
have
looked
any
in the
conversation.
mirror.
We weren't having any conversation. You looked in the mirror and then you turned to me and you did this. Growing up is realizing that something your eyelashes. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah, it's a thought I had because I looked at myself in the mirror.
I'm like, okay. I'm like, we need to relax. We need to calm down. I'm a human being. I'm not a viewer, I'm not a primetime Hallmark Channel movie,
Yeah. I thought about it and I was like,
What's with the Robert De Niro face right now?
I don't know who that. I don't even know who that is.
Look up Robert De Niro. No, don't look up Robert De Niro. You're just gonna get mad at me for no reason.
This man. But listen, another good news.
What?
We have a new pope.
America is back, baby.
So I was like looking at this earlier today, and by earlier today because I was like, the motherfucker didn't look familiar because I remember there was a graphic going around of people talking about who the potential next pope is.
Right.
And I remember it was like really important because they were like sourcing it by like who's progressive, where they're from.
And you were like, this doesn't look anything like Trisha Paytas' new baby, so this is very confusing.
No, literally. So they gave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think 10 options.
Okay.
I can't
For
do
popes?
math. They're like cardinals likely to become a pope. So basically,
gotcha.
Under my impression, they didn't even
go off the list.
Yeah, they didn't even bring up the motherfucker that got elected.
But Leo is right there.
Leo Burke, that does not look like him. Unless he got skinny.
That does not look like him. Where does he say he's? Yeah, what?
Yeah, no, I don't think that's him.
Unless they like AI like did to him what they do to like, you know, that guy who fucks JD Vance. You know.
Yeah.
Okay.
So people were rooting for the Filipino one, Luis Antonio Tagle, because he is very left leaning and he was supportive of the LGBTQ plus.
Yep.
Same as Mateo Zuppi. He was also very, very left leaning as well.
Right.
The other ones are all very, very, very conservative.
Yeah.
So people were rooting for those two, and then it got announced that Cardinal Leo the 13th. Which, how the fuck is he the 13th? That's what I want to know.
Is he Leo the 13th or? Yeah, he's not the 13th Pope. That's crazy. So Leo the 13th?
13th. Yeah, he's the 13th Leo.
Maybe he just like took a new name or something. Who knows?
But yeah, so that's like, imagine being like, I was like, what the fuck is this?
So it's not that Pope that you thought it was originally.
Yeah, no. So basically.
But this boy's from Chicago.
Yeah, so he's an American Pope, which. I'm not Catholic, but I feel like the Pope being from America kind of fucks the vibe.
It does fuck the vibe.
I'm like, you're telling me right now, a motherfucker from Chicago.
Yeah, dude.
You think you ever touched the bean?
How long have you been waiting to tell this joke?
I haven't.
It's good.
Thank you.
It's good. That's good. That's gross. That's disgusting. Why'd you do it like that? Why'd you do it like that?
I'm getting angles.
That's so fucking
You made it worse.
That's what you did. That's what you did.
You went DJ session on it.
That's what you did. You're sick.
I didn't do that.
You did. You went Trump hand. You did this.
You went on DJ session on it.
That's what you did. So we have a Chicago Pope who I don't even think he's a Bears fan. I think he likes the White Sox. I don't know. I haven't seen anything really about him, but he's conservative. Yeah.
Huh? I heard he's based.
Is he based?
That's allegedly.
I have no idea, dude. Because he came out of nowhere. I was like, what's America even doing there?
The smoke went white off the towers.
No, it's really poetic what you were about to say, though. So do that.
I didn't even know.
The smoke went white off the chapel.
But then I was like, wait, is it even a chapel? What is the Vatican?
It's like a giant chapel, I would say. It's its own little city.
If you move to the Vatican, is rent free?
Huh?
If you move to the Vatican as a cardinal, is rent free?
That's a good question. Yeah, I'm assuming everybody, yeah. I would assume so.
New career path for you.
I mean, you have a tax-free living. You know what I'm saying? How did we get an American in there? I just don't think it. Honestly, with the temperature of the world right now, I really am like, I don't think we should put an American anywhere near.
He hates Trump.
Well, that's good.
But here's the thing. Becoming a pope, not that hard.
Really?
I looked it up.
Okay, how do you become a pope?
You go to school.
Okay.
And pope.
Yeah, you go to like the pope
school.
Yeah.
And then you like study to become a pope. You have to do like the cardinal bullshit.
Yeah, you basically become a cardinal.
Me personally, if I was a man, I'd rather be a cardinal because you get to wear red. I don't want to wear white.
Fair.
I don't believe in purity like that.
No, I can tell, dude. You're wearing all black today. And the only white on you is your skin and your headband.
Yeah.
That's right.
But he gave his first address, and in the address, people are very happy with it because he called for an immediate ceasefire in Gaza, which, I feel like...
Well, what's a Catholic guy going to do to the Jews and Christians and Muslims that live there? What power does he fucking have? And the like 17 Catholics that maybe live there.
Cessi immediatamente il fuoco si presti soccorso umanitario alla stremata popolazione civile e siano liberati tutti gli ostaggi. Ho accolto invece con soddisfazione l'annuncio del cessate il fuoco tra India e
India and Pakistan were
that's right.
about to
Forgot
go to
about
war.
India and Pakistan are fighting each other right
But
now.
now there's a ceasefire.
There's a ceasefire? Well, that's good.
Pakistan.
And we're not talking about it in the podcast because, to be quite honest, I don't know what the fuck happened.
The only reason why we're not talking about the podcast is because we just don't have enough information on it.
And if we're not politically educated about something, we're not going to talk about it.
Yeah, exactly. That's a slay. That's a slay. Why are you side-eyeing me? What is this? What is it, dude? What did I do?
Nothing.
I did something wrong. And I can't figure out what it is.
Ricordo durevole. Porto nel mio cuore le sofferenze dell'amato popolo ucraino. Si faccia il possibile per giungere al più presto.
I don't know why, but I expected him to speak English.
Because he's American?
Yes.
He's the Pope. He's speaking to Italians. He should, you know what I mean?
I feel like if, well...
What
does the Pope even do?
He's like the king of all Catholics.
Bro, I wish Muslims had this shit.
They do.
No, we don't.
It's the sign.
Mai più la guerra.
He's based. No more war. He wants peace.
Good. Well, that's good. At least that's good. Now, how does he feel about gay people?
Yeah, so somebody was asking me, they're like, what do you think of the Pope? And I'm like, I need to feel him out because, like, while him being, like, pro-Palestinian and, like, calling for a ceasefire is an approach in the right direction, I don't really know his moral compass.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A lot of people have been saying that, like, Pope Francis is, like, one of a kind.
He was great.
He was a cutie.
Yeah?
What?
Okay. He was a cutie?
Yeah, for an old man.
You liked him?
No. I liked what he did. I liked what he stood for. Like, in terms
That's what made him cute?
Just, like, old man wise. Like, if I saw him in a retirement home and he was, like, sitting there, like, alone, I'd be like, oh.
But you wouldn't go talk to him?
No.
That's great. Okay. See Pope Francis just sitting in the retirement home was crazy.
I used to volunteer at a hospital.
Yeah.
And I would, like, talk to patients. And there's this one Down syndrome patient that, like, did not fuck with anybody.
Mm-hmm.
But she let me color with her.
Nice, dude. That means you're in.
She hated men.
Oh, is that where you learned that, or has that always been a part of you?
What, me hating men?
Yeah.
It's always been a part of me.
Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah, brother. We hate men. Bring it in.
Why am I gonna high
Bring
five?
it in, dude. We hate men. Bring it in. Bring it in, dude.
You don't hate men, though.
Try to connect with somebody.
Connect with me on something you truly believe in.
Try to connect with somebody. Try to make them feel welcome and at home and safe, and they throw it in your face, dude.
What did I throw in your face? The fact that you actually love men.
Yeah, I love men. I love men.
But yeah, no. So I don't know. Like, so far, what we're seeing from Pope Leo the 13th.
Yeah.
He seems like he's pretty like sound, especially for somebody within like religious, like a higher religious structure.
Well, we'll see. He has some pretty intense shoes to fill. So we'll see what happens to him.
Did you see that Pope Francis? His dying wish was to donate the popemobile to Gaza. What? What's so funny?
Isn't the popemobile just like a truck, a pickup truck with a shield around it? Yeah, that's gonna help out, dude. Hell yeah, the popemobile. That's crazy. Look up the popemobile really quick because
You're fucked up.
Dude, what's donating a fucking vehicle gonna do? Is it like the Batmobile? Does it turn into an airplane? You know, does it? Does it have like, like a capacity to escort? Yeah, it's literally a fucking golf cart. This is insane, dude. It's a golf cart. It's a golf cart.
His final wish for the people who have shown him so much solidarity, he wants to. The repurposed popemobile is. The repurposed popemobile is being outfitted with an equipment for diagnosis, examinations, and treatment, including rapid tests for infections, diagnostic instruments, vaccines, suture kits, and other life-saving.
How do you fit? So they're just gonna fit all that in a pickup truck?
Yeah, they're gonna make
in
it
a golf cart.
They're gonna make it a baby mobile clinic.
Let me see. Look, oh, is there a way we can see this? Yeah, let me see how big this is, dude. Dude, what? What?
I mean, you got like good storage over here, I guess.
Oh my god.
We're going to hell, dude. We're going to fucking hell.
Dude, yeah, the Pope's giving a Lego car to the people of Gaza. Good job. Good job. Why don't you take some of why don't your dying wish be let's take some of the funds from the church and donate it to Gaza instead of giving them a refurbished Matchbox car with windows so that everybody can see what you're doing in there.
Dude, all I'm thinking is like, dude, that shit would not survive a speed bump.
Yeah, you know, that thing it protects the Pope from getting assassinated. Right?
Who would try to kill the Pope?
Who knows, dude?
Then low key, like, so is this new guy gonna get a new Pope mobile? Like, what is the deal?
Yeah. So is he just not gonna get a new car? They upgrade it's like an Escalade.
Oh,
it's like a huge like actual like 18-wheeler.
If it's like a white Bronco, I'm gonna be pissed.
It probably won't be. They want to be seen, so it'll probably be like another KEI truck or whatever like that. Dude, one bomb is gonna destroy that. One missile it's done for.
I think Israel will respect Pope Francis's dying wish to Gaza.
I don't. Yeah, that's exactly it. We cannot touch it because the Pope, he said so. Dude, thanks a lot, Pope Francis. Dude, he was so based, but like also, donating a truck.
This new guy's 69 years old.
Nice.
So we have a good 10 years-ish. At least with him, hopefully.
What do you mean? Pope Francis died at 80, 90,
88.
Right? Yeah, so we're good.
Life expectancy.
Life expectancy of a Pope is lower than, or life expectancy of a Chicagoan is low because of all the hot dogs.
Dude, Chicago hot dogs are gross. I'm saying
it's all because of the deep dish.
Dude,
life
Chicago food, I don't understand why people act like it's like fucking god tier bullshit. It's not.
It's good food because it's cold and windy all the time. And so you're like,
not like you could eat the fucking slice of pizza on the road.
Finally got that back. Rude. What was that for? What was the bit? Why'd you wipe it off on your even dirtier hoodie then?
Sorry I held my kids today.
Oh, that's true. Happy Mother's Day.
Thank you.
Yeah, you deserve it. You raised 2 cats. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
They're my kids.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Does the Pope have any kids?
I fucking hope not. Like,
because once he like join, because I'm still unsure about the rules here. Because I think if you're a cardinal, you cannot be married, right?
So whenever I was looking it up, what the fuck?
No. Or did it say yes?
I think I got the wrong number. I don't think it's the 13th.
Which Pope is it? Just say what number is the new Pope?
XIV? Is that 6?
Yes. No.
16?
No, XIV is 14. It's 14.
Why are we still using fucking Roman numerals?
Because they're in Rome. Because they're in Rome, bro.
You got me.
Because that's where they are. Because that's where they exist, dude.
He was never married and had no children. I mean, listen.
Good.
Pope Francis probably fucked. He was a bartender, janitor thing.
Those are 2 totally different things.
He worked in a bar.
As a janitor.
Something. I think he was a bartender or like...
Francis?
Yeah, dude. He was like...
He was a bartender. Life has got to get better than these.
Dude, no.
becomes the Pope.
There's somebody
He's gonna show him.
like I want to know how you get to the point where you're like, you know what? When I grow up, part 2, I want to become a pope. Because like obviously they're all fucking old. Somebody like told me a lie. They're like, we're getting our first Zoomer pope in the cardinal. I was like, what? And then I went to go Google it. Like, just kidding, I'm lying. What's the point of lying to me about that? I would have believed it because I'm not Catholic.
Yeah, she's gullible and not Catholic.
I'm not gullible at all.
Yeah, she doesn't have guilt. She's not Catholic or Jewish.
There's Muslim guilt.
What's that like?
The same.
I still can't get over the popemobile. That's hilarious to me.
He's doing a
Pope
nice...
Francis ripped, dude. It makes sense that he would donate the popemobile because he was a bartender or janitor, according to your sources.
But yeah, you can. So it's case by case basis. Like you can have a wife. You can have
never
kids,
be a pope.
But you can't get one as a pope.
So you could have
You
had.
could come into it with it.
Gotcha.
But you can't obtain.
Nice.
I'm gonna become a nun.
We're already halfway there.
What's that supposed to mean? What part?
Mostly just here.
I love when I see nuns in public.
Me too. They're so nice.
They give me like a nod of solidarity.
Yeah, but they don't know that you're not a nun.
No, they know.
They're like, we get it. We have to wear this too. Ugh.
But they swore their life to celibacy.
That's true. And you a hoe. You swore your life to being a hoe.
I swore my life to the dick.
That's right. To the streets, the dick streets. Hell yeah.
There was somebody in Hasan's Discord
Sure.
that became a monk. Some white guy. He went to like Myanmar.
Nice. That's the way to do it. Go to a different country, change everything about you.
Like, I just don't know how you get to that point.
Oh, why don't you ask him?
He got banned.
Oh, was it that guy?
He believed in childism.
Oh, right. Where like, children should be treated as adults.
Yeah, and that confuses me today. Like, I'm just like, does this include everything in life?
Yeah, like where's the line? That's gross. That's actually
It is
kinda
weird,
gross.
but-
Shout out to that monk. I hope he's doing okay, I guess.
He was at VidCon last year, so I think he's doing pretty well.
He's doing fine.
Speaking of Hasan,
Oh, yeah.
Hasan was allegedly detained by Customs and Border Protection.
Well, he said it, so I don't know if it's alleged.
The reason why I said alleged was
It's because
because
he's
detained.
you're saying like he's
Detained.
Yeah.
He went to Paris for
Oui.
Yeah, he went
Mon
to
ami.
Paris for a family vacation, I'm assuming. He was there for a few days, and then on his way back, Customs and Border Protection detained him in Chicago. CBP.
Yeah. Detained him, dude.
Dude,
Questioned him.
My brain, whenever I think of CBP, I think of this like research term called CBPR. So my brain, like, I had to like spell it out because I was getting really confused. Community-based participatory research.
So it's happening to everybody now.
Yeah.
But I mean, Hasan, it makes sense because he's very vocal about it.
Yes.
About everything.
So he said that they pulled him aside and questioned him about Trump, about Israel, about the Houthis, about Hamas, and about his Twitch bans.
Yeah.
Which, it's kind of funny, like imagining like government officials talking to you about your Twitch bans.
Yeah, it
which
is.
I've never experienced that. But it's just like, what is happening in America?
Well, this is what's happening in America. New forms of media are finally kind of they're trying to regulate.
But you really don't see them pulling aside like newscasters on like CNN
Because
and
it's
MSNBC.
because it's a new form of media.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we do live in an era where journalists were always like kind of silenced, or they were silenced, especially if they're like going against like the status quo, which I feel like Hasan is as like the biggest leftist socialist content creator.
The thing with journalism is that they're usually under a branch, and that branch is then monitored by the government. So they have a set of rules and ethics and a bunch of business practices that they fall under, and it's a profession. So there's a reason why they're not, getting harassed all the time. But
Some are though.
some are. I think a lot of them are. But they follow their own guidelines and rules. With Twitch being a new media platform, there is no regulation. Especially anybody can do whatever they want.
We know there's no regulation, all right.
I know.
They pick and choose.
My period is more regular than Twitch.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
But yeah, he didn't really elaborate much about it. I will say.
Nor should he, you know.
He probably will whenever he goes live, like when he gets back. But LOL overruled, like low-key caused like fucking hysteria because he tweeted like any immigration lawyers in Chicago needed on the ground for emergency.
Oh God.
And I was just like, that is like a way to like cause like fucking hysteria because like everybody obviously knew Hasan was traveling, and then Hasan's like, "LOL, bro, I'm literally out."
Yeah.
He tweeted him back. Yeah. And I was like,
"What are you doing?"
Whenever Hasan,
calm down, like, dude.
If you ever want to talk to a nonchalant motherfucker, Hasan's your guy.
Yeah.
He's like the most nonchalant man ever. I've never, even like at the most stressful shit, he's just like smooth sailing about everything. Always has been, and I respect him for that. I wish I had that like level of like zen being of like, it is what it is.
Yeah, dude. I think just people need to get off Twitter for real. I'm talking about LOL. Sorry, brought it up. I'm just like, dude, like, what are you doing? You know, you know what I mean? Like, come on.
I was like, what the?
You're not a lawyer anymore.
No, he's a lawyer.
Yeah, but not really.
Let me find the tweet.
Didn't he get fired for like showing a video of his workplace and saying how shitty it was?
At one of his jobs, yeah.
Yeah. Causing mass hysteria for what? You know?
Yeah, because I saw the tweet. It was like, immigration attorneys in Chicago, please DM me ASAP. Emergency situation needing potential on the ground assistance. And Hasan said, it's okay. I'm out. LOL.
The last thing I would do is tweet that. You know?
I'd call around.
I feel like I'd have resources, especially if my profession was the law. I haven't like met an immigration lawyer, or I don't know somebody who knows an immigration lawyer. Why would I take it to Twitter?
I know an immigration lawyer in Chicago only because he was on 90 Day Fiance.
Yeah.
Literally, that's the only reason why.
Yeah, dude. Everybody knows a lawyer or of some kind.
And I'm pretty sure he's a Christian Palestinian too.
Hell yeah. Respect. Respect, dude. I miss Christian Palestinians.
I don't. You miss him because he'd actually high five you? Unconditionally.
I forgot about the high five that you didn't give me. So
see,
now I'm mad again.
See, it wasn't that memorable.
It wasn't memorable because you didn't do it. So I blocked out the trauma. Congratulations. You made me regurgitate how I get over trauma. So thank you so much.
By forgetting about it?
Yeah, just forgetting about it. It didn't happen. But you reminded me of it. And so I can never trust you again. I can never trust you.
Because of a fucking high five.
Because if you won't give me a high five in our most darkest of times, when are you going to give one to me?
Because I wanted it to be something we actually agreed on.
But, you know, sometimes you don't have to agree on anything to be a high five.
I'll give you one next time.
That's not going to happen. These hands right here, they're only for me. They're for me now.
I'm just going to keep it up
No
here.
one's getting a high five ever again.
I'm keeping it up here.
I have decided that I'm going to go true Arab fashion. I'm going to cut off my hands as a sign of rebellion. Hi, guys. We're going to take a break from the episode right here. I want to tell you guys something cool that's going on right now. We decided that we're going to go ahead and put our Patreon for 30% off right now. So for the entire month of May, if you type in the code Habibi at checkout, you'll get 30% off your first month, or I think the next month of your Patreon subscription for any tier. This also goes for annual subscriptions as well. If you decide you want to subscribe for an entire year, we're offering a 30% off discount as well for our Patreon. Just type in the code Habibi, Habibi at checkout. And thank you guys so much for the support, and we'll go back to the show.
And keep it here.
Good. Keep it there. But that's not all that's going on Twitch right now. I mean, people are obviously tweeting because, they have nothing better to do with their lives. Apparently, Kai Cenat is starting a streamer university and is going viral right now because he's not allowing OnlyFans models to sign up to the university.
So,
Something like that?
Yeah. So the streamer university is basically like a weekend long crash course that's happening at an actual college campus where basically if you're picked, it'll be all expense paid and you have the free trip there and you're going to learn how to make content. The application process is like an 8-page fucking
Which in my opinion is also kind of scary. I don't want to go somewhere and have somebody tell me how to make content.
Yeah, because I feel like obviously there's very different sectors of Twitch.
Well, yeah, and like, what's the learning?
Right.
How do you teach somebody how to? I mean, you can teach anybody how to make content. It's but then you're just making a bunch of copy paste people coming out. You don't have any creativity or value.
So yeah, so basically the application process is like. He asks you to solve like math problems, asks you like how you are in a group, your ideal roommate, if you're clean, and then you have to submit like a video at the end. So enrollment is open for, quote, streamers of all backgrounds who will have the opportunity to learn alongside both unrealized and upcoming and well-established creators. So you can apply to be either like a professor or like just like something to learn about.
Sure.
So basically he said you don't have to be a streamer, just a general content creator. And then the clip of the OnlyFans thing went viral. So
you don't have to be a streamer, you have to be a content creator?
You just have to be a content creator. To learn about live streaming.
So then why not OnlyFans
Exactly.
models?
So can you put on the open OBS?
No, go ahead and do it.
I can't move my hand.
You can.
I can't.
You can.
I said I'm not moving it.
You can do it. You go for it.
I'm waiting.
What am I opening?
OBS.
There are OnlyFans bitches applying, talking about how they stream. We're not talking about streaming on OnlyFans, nigga. You can't get in because you a stream. What the fuck? I had to search that up. Can you live stream on OnlyFans? Why do you think you live streaming on OnlyFans is gonna make you come into streamer university? Tacky, thanks for the
Why
time.
not?
Appreciate it. Like, nigga, like, how does that even make sense? You feel me? Now, I also want to shine light on some people.
Yeah, it's kind of not a base take. I mean, they do have streaming on OnlyFans, and although OnlyFans is primarily pornographic, not safe for work,
What if they want to branch out?
It's also not.
What if they want to branch out? I mean, there's so many streamer girls that have OnlyFans, which obviously they use it as like a funnel.
That's exactly that's what I'm saying too. I don't know, not a base take. It's just not a base take. Dude,
Yeah,
we're so past the oh, they're on OnlyFans. That's it.
These men want to use like hot women for content until it actually benefits the women instead of like themselves.
Exactly.
That's how it always is.
I'm sick of it, dude. I want my hot women to flourish. Okay? I want everyone to flourish. So why not just give them an opportunity? Especially if they're good. If they look like they're going to be a good fit, then fine. Fuck it. Who cares?
Yeah, like if they're entertaining and shit and they want to learn, then like fuck it. Why
dude,
not?
And especially if you're going to make content out of your university, which we all know you're going to do, then why not? Why not just bring them in?
And at the end of the day, with events like this, it's always going to be these like well-known people. It's going to be the same like.
It's all going to be well-known people. It's all.
I guarantee it's going to be OTK.
Knows.
It's going to be FaZe. It's going to be like all the newcomers.
Well, I will say, for the most part, yes, especially for the professors, but
not even for the professors. She said that people in the actual like crash courses are going to be people that are like well known.
Yeah,
some of them.
I'll give Kai the benefit of the doubt. I think he's good at bringing people on who aren't like that.
I agree.
So I will give Kai the benefit of the doubt. I don't think he'll do that, and I think he will at least go through like their numbers and stuff like that and be like, this guy doesn't need it or this guy does need it. Like he has really bad takes all the time. He has really bad takes a lot of the time, but he's in some ways he's still a genuine guy.
Yeah, I mean, I've talked to him before. I was on a team.
Yeah.
For an Apex tourney, and we got 4th place.
Nice.
And he gave me his money.
That's it.
So
yeah, prize money, $20.
Can you turn off OBS, please?
Oh yeah, I could do that.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I'm kind of like, I think it's. Why'd you like it?
So I could save it. So for this,
dangerous.
How is it dangerous?
People are gonna be like Frogan like.
Nobody,
they can't see it.
Nobody can see my legs.
I'm unliking it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Now, if my legs are public,
yeah.
Game over.
Game over.
Can you just do it so I don't have to prove a point anymore?
What's the point that you're trying to prove here? What's the point you're trying to prove?
That I'm not stepping down.
What? What?
That when I say something, I'm going to do it.
You want me to high five you, not because you want to make me feel better. You want me to high five you so that you could prove your point that you're stronger than me?
No, I wanted to make you feel better, then you denied it.
Yeah.
So then I surpassed that.
I become stronger. I'll give you a high five, but like you have to say something that whatever. You can say literally anything. I can't. I'm on the spot. Anything. You can say anything about what we just talked about.
That was an unbased take. Kai. Thank you. Thank you very much. You wish. You can't steal my shit.
What shit? I was wiping off all the glitter on your hand. Ew, why'd you rub your cooch? Man, everything is going crazy right now. There's like, it's just like, it seems like all of our news is centered around just internet shit. And which is fine. You know, that's us. That's like where we are.
And the thing is, we took a vow of abstinence from drama.
We did. And so it's really hard to talk about some things right now. That's been happening.
And it's like, fuck, every single time. It's like,
we're trying not to be a part of the problem anymore. You know,
we were never part of the problem.
We were just the scapegoats.
Do you need lotion?
Why are you saying that? What do you mean?
Because you're rubbing your leg.
I'm just rubbing my leg, bro. She's on one right now. What's the deal? What's the deal, dude? And now you're pretzeled up. Like, what's happening? No, I don't need it right now. I'll have you know I put lotion on the other day. And my skin desperately needed it, so it absorbed all of it, and now I'm okay. Good. Yeah, I agree. Good. Great. What are we talking about now?
We're talking about how we abstain from internet drama.
Well, we try to, but it just keeps following us wherever we go.
But if you want to see us talk about it, my Twitch streams. Raff is more of a controlled person. Me, on the other hand, I'm just like...
I just have a career outside of this that I'm like worried about. So I'm like, I don't want to like keep pressing. And then also like, you know, everybody else is benefiting off of it. So like, whatever. I'm just not going to do it. You know, who cares? You know what I mean?
It's just irrelevant people coming after us now.
Yeah, I know. It's just people with like no careers. Really, it's just people that, you know, are stupid enough to like sign like, I don't know, some contract where they cannot do what they're doing
everything's
anywhere
like
else.
Non-transferable.
You know, it's just people like that. But I'm not gonna talk about them because it's really like I don't even know their name. They're irrelevant.
At the end of the day, I'm like, I don't need to fucking do this. Mm-hmm. I do it because I like to.
Yeah, dude. Now at the end of the day, I do this because I need to desperately do this. I need something.
Like, my goal in life wasn't even to become a content creator. It happened on accident.
Also, the big thing, too, is, like, you know, why would I want to hurt my relationships with, like, other people in this industry? I don't want to, like, be that guy that's, like, causing drama or is talking about drama all the time. And then I see, you know my peers, my colleagues in this industry, and they don't want to, like, you know, they back away from me. They don't want to, like, be associated with me. And, you know, I don't get, like... You know, the friendships that I do have in this industry, like the actual friendships, you know, why would I want to put them at risk as well? You know, it's not just me and you, even though it's mostly just me and you. And in fact, I would say 99% of the time it's you. But But why would I want to bring anybody else into this mess? You know what I mean? That's just not worth it. Who cares?
Streamer drama is so fucking stupid.
I hate it, dude.
It's like we're in like a bubble of like 30-year-olds that are like acting like they're in fucking high school.
It's insane. And it's like I was saying this the other day too. I was like, man, you know, what's crazy is that I would say 98% of the world doesn't even know this exists. You know, what are we doing this fighting for? What are we doing this like, this is drama searching for?
I feel like a lot of these people have never had like real jobs. So they just see like the internet is like all they have.
Yeah.
So they don't really know how to act in like social situations.
Sure. You know, majority of streamers are young. The ones young. And by young, I mean like mid-20s.
They're all older than me.
That's rude. I'm 24.
Maybe over half a decade ago, that would have been true. What?
Nothing. You're just being incredibly rude today. No, it's okay. It's fine. I'll take it.
Here he fucking goes.
It's time. It's time.
Here he fucking goes.
You've been taking it. You've been like, you know, getting hit a lot. I'll take this, you know. I'll ease your pain a little bit.
Was that next?
Huh?
Was that next?
What was next?
I'm gonna be your punching bag. Whenever I get like kind of an attitude with him, he'll be like, "It's okay. I'll be your punching bag."
I love it.
And I'm just like,
because it pisses you off.
It makes me so mad because I'm just like, oh.
I'm like, there you go. That'll teach you a lesson from having an attitude at me.
Because it makes me feel bad. I'm like, shit. I'm torturing this like abandoned puppy right now.
Yeah, that's right. It's okay. I'll always be here, so it's whatever. You can say what you want to say. Let the words fall out.
I don't really have
Honestly,
anything. I want to see you be free.
I want to see you be brave.
Oh, it's brave?
Yeah. I wonder if at this streamer university they are going to teach like how to avoid drama or how to get drama and stay in it for clout.
I mean, some of these people they see drama as like a good thing for their career. I love drama that doesn't involve me.
People are all zeros and ones, you know. They're all zeros and ones. They're robots, dude. Automatons of the man. I sound like I'm from the 70s.
Did they even know the word automatons?
Probably don't, dude. They probably don't. And that's okay. That's okay. That should be my clapback. If anybody like, you know, comes at me, I'm just going to start saying words they probably don't understand. And just one. I'm going to be like, automaton.
It reminds me of Helldivers.
Oh, because we had to fight the automatons? Is that how you learned the word automaton?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's good. What about geriatric? Do you know geriatric?
Yeah, I'm with one right now.
You're not looking anywhere. You're not looking anywhere. You said I'm looking at one right now?
I'm with one right now.
Nice, dude. Nice, dude. The hits keep coming, but that's okay because I'm made out of leather. Because I'm a punching bag. And that's all good. Dude, aside from all this bullshit that's going on, there's at least some good news. Men are taking a stand finally.
Why?
This is such an unserious fucking episode. Men are shaving off their eyelashes.
What?
They're saying the eyelashes are too girly.
No.
Hell yeah, dude. And they're
No
shaving
way.
them off. Yeah, dude, they're shaving them off. Can you believe that?
Why?
Well, they're doing it because they think that having long eyelashes is girly. I just said that.
Would you do it?
No, I love my eyelashes. Also, what?
Dude, they look fucking stupid.
Let me see some. Pull some up right now. Do it now. Pull some up. Pull some up. Hell yeah. Okay. Yeah, so they're shaving off their eyelashes and they look fucking ridiculous.
Dude, they look like they're built like a fucking sim.
That's pretty spot on, dude.
I liked a few of them.
His eyelashes aren't even that bad. And by bad, I mean they're great. Dude, also, it would kill me if anybody gets that close to my eyes with a razor. Ugh.
I mean, this guy looks like he didn't even have fucking eyelashes
This guy
to
had
begin with.
alopecia, dude.
No, I was like, dude, he's definitely going to like chemo or something.
Yeah. There's no reason to shave this guy's eyelashes off. Now his lids just look like a vagina. There's a guy. That guy's got vagina eye. It's ridiculous. Stop shaving off your eyelashes.
There's more.
No. Not a brown man doing it. That's all we have going for us. Was that a scissor?
Yes.
No, dude. No, absolutely not. I don't even like it when they shave my face. You know? Can you imagine getting that close to my eyes with a scissor? I'd freak out. Why are they cutting the eyelashes, man?
So stupid. It's kind of gay.
It's gayer to cut your eyelashes than it is. It's even more gay to have a man touch your eyebrow and cut your eyelash off.
You're worried about looking feminine.
Yeah.
Your eyebrows are more shaped than my fucking are.
Yeah, dude.
But the eyelashes are where you fucking draw the line.
Yeah,
that's so
that's
stupid.
insane.
I feel like I like a man with nice eyelashes. If anything, I feel like I'd look at your eyelashes if they were shaved off, and I'd be like, "What the fuck is wrong with your eyelashes?"
I think that's the first thing I would ask you. I'd be like, what's going on? Do you have a problem?
Because like you
have
could
a condition?
obviously see they were blunt cut.
Yeah, it's bad, dude. Also, the eyelashes protect your eyeballs. I don't think people understand this. They protect your eyes from all the little tiny dust particles in the air that we have, and anything. It keeps dirt out of your eye.
You know what they used to call fake eyelashes?
Merkins.
Cumbrellas.
Cumbrellas? Mm-hmm. Who?
Back in like the 50s and 60s.
Proof. Cumbrellas?
Yeah.
In the 50s and 60s?
Around that time period.
Well, darling, I see you got some new eyelashes on. Some cumbrellas. Is that what they said? I was dating a gal, and she had some cumbrellas.
The early
Beautiful
1900s.
The early 1900s, they called them cumbrellas? Mm-hmm. So even back in the early 1900s, they were just getting money shots. That's actually good to know. There's some things that haven't changed in the world.
When do you think it was invented?
When do you think it was invented? When do you think it was invented?
I didn't move like that.
When do you think it was
I didn't
invented?
do that either.
When did I think what was invented? Cum? We've always had it.
Painting faces.
We were painting faces. Hmm? I'm pretty sure the French made it up somehow. Because didn't the French make up oral? I don't know. Whatever. Revolutions are crazy. We were watching, speaking of cum, we were watching at the party we went to the other day. They put on Twilight, and this conversation came up. So vampires, like they don't have anything on the inside, right? Like they're pretty much like dry because there's no blood and no, right? They're dry. They're dry, which would make sense. You know, they don't have blood. They feast on blood so they could have blood so they could survive. You know, that kind of thing. That being their main source is because that's what they're lacking the most is blood. So they're pretty empty on the inside, which means they don't pee or, all that other stuff, right? So how did Edward impregnate Bella? And then the theory we have going around is that, because he was like 17 when he became a vampire, right? Or whatever. That's the lore. I have no idea.
He had like the Black Plague or some bullshit.
Yeah. So, and then he became a vampire because he got bit, whatever the rhetoric is, right? So we were thinking like, oh, so what that means is that he probably had one nut left and hasn't nut for 700 something years?
He literally like orgasmed at the smell of Bella.
What do you mean?
Did you not see his reaction whenever he like fucking saw her the first time?
Come? You can have an orgasm without, finishing. Women do it all the time.
Do men?
Sometimes, I'm sure. But just think about it. How did he impregnate
How
her?
does that work?
Well, hold on. One thing at a time, please. Can we stick to the one thing at a time? What do you want to know more? What's more important to you? Do you want to know how somebody can finish without finishing or dab? What do you want to know? What's more important to you? This theory that what are you doing? Get it out of your mouth.
No. I want to know. Both are intriguing to me.
Yeah.
Hit me with whatever.
All right, so let's just finish the theory that I have. So if they're dry, right? If they're made out of nothing, how do you nut? How do you nut, dude? You know, how do you finish it? How do you put the topping on the cake? If you know what I'm saying.
I'm gonna prove it. I need to.
What do you mean you're gonna prove it? What do you mean you're gonna prove it? Don't prove shit. Isn't that wild? Isn't that a good thought though? I really do think he just had like maybe one more like in the chamber, like stored up.
You're right. There's no blood.
There's no blood. See?
I wanted to see if there was like if they had
like if it dripped out. Because if it dripped out, that changes everything.
Yeah.
But there's no blood. There's no blood. You know what I mean? So, if I think my theory is correct, I think he's just never, you know, unless. The search is crazy. Why'd you type? You can't type in. Did you say?
How did Edward Cullen come? Okay. While he retains a capacity for arousal and sexual intercourse,
right,
his sperm is not functioning as a biological reproductive cell, but rather a venom that enables the pregnancy of human females.
Ew.
I mean, you figure the baby almost killed her.
Yeah, but it was a vampire baby.
Venom.
Okay, what? But it
venom.
wasn't the sperm that was killing her. It was the child who was...
That formed. That was a vampire baby.
It was a vampire baby. So
From
it wasn't
the product
venom. It
of
was...
cum venom.
But that's disgusting. That's horrifying.
So yeah, it's venom.
That's just... But that's what I'm saying, though, is how is he coming? There's no fluid in them. They're dry.
Edward's sperm isn't functioning as traditional sperm cell. It's more akin to venomous secretion.
Yeah, you said that. I want to know, how does he even have any? See? This is the stuff you guys come here to watch, all right? We got to figure this one out. We have to figure this one out. And I need real sources. I don't want somebody smut about Edward.
They essentially have hardened bodies with no internal organs or circulatory system.
The vampires.
Yes.
So if they don't have a circulatory system, how do they have sperm?
It's not sperm, it's venom.
Where are they making the venom? If there's
The
no...
bite.
The bite?
Yes.
So you're saying he bit her and then that made her pregnant?
No, he fucked her.
But where is the cum coming from?
What's it called?
Do you not understand my question?
What's a venom pie called? That's not a cream pie. What color is it?
You're asking the wrong questions. You're asking the right questions here. These are the right questions, but they're also the wrong questions. I want to know what ropes is he shooting and how is he shooting the ropes? If his body is unable to make the ropes.
So he's able to get hard.
But getting hard is not the question. Getting hard, I understand, because you drink the blood. That is circulatory.
He was vegan.
You're not answering my questions and it's pissing me off. What does him being vegan have anything to do about cum?
He didn't suck human blood.
But what does that have to do about the cum stored in his balls?
You said that. You're talking about him sucking blood and then getting hard.
No. You brought up he gets hard. I said that makes sense because he drinks blood, circulatory system, blood to penis. That makes sense to me.
But
what I'm asking you, what I'm asking you here and now on the podcast in front of our hababis, okay? What I am asking you is where does the cum come from? If he is completely drained of everything, where does he have the capacity to come? Yes, he gets hard, I know. But where in his testicles are the little spermies? You're saying it's venom. Okay, great. How's the venom made?
Here's my question.
Sure.
If his body's stone-like, how does he digest the blood?
You're pissing me off so much. I'm freaking out, dude. I'm freaking out. I don't want to be here anymore. I'm freaking out. You can't her like that.
Bye.
Yeah, I'm freaking out, dude. Can you just answer my question?
What do you want me to say?
I want you to at least give me an answer or just say I don't know instead of asking me a bunch of other questions.
I'll find Edward Cullen, I'll fuck him, and I'll let you know.
That's all I was asking. That's all a friend could ask for.
Like, what do I even Google?
I don't know that's the thing though. Where's the answers? Listen, if you get to this part of the Patreon, first of all, somebody send me a hug because I'm raging out right now. And second, no, I don't want your shit, dude. Get your fucking mom cannons away from me, bro. I don't want this shit, dude. Get away from me. Dude, get away from me right now. You're the one who put me in this situation.
I'll make you feel better.
Dude, get off. Get off me. Get your fucking shit off me. Get your fucking ass off me. Put your hands in your ass. Go away, dude. Go away. Jesus Christ, she's aggressive.
Never disrespect me like that. Do it.
Could you imagine if I just spit in your mouth? Hey, back off. Jesus Christ. If you get to this part of the video, can you let me know? Can you tell me your theories about how, we got to email. Cummies are made?
We have to email Stephanie Myers,
the writer. I really think we should. Can somebody give me her email and be like, listen, I know you're like probably so tired of answering this question, but how does he come? I just don't understand. Yeah, you're finally getting old with your cracky knees. Frogan is throwing a fit right now. I think we got to end.
No, now we have to go back to the other conversation.
What was the other one? Oh, right. So sometimes men can have a sexual release without having to completely finish. There, we had to that. Thank you guys.
Like they come, but they didn't.
Yeah, you can still have an orgasmic feeling and effect without releasing.
Oh, that would suck.
What do you mean? Why would it suck? That means they can keep going.
Fair enough.
But it's very rare. I don't think that it's like a thing that men can do. It's very rare.
Oh, the way you talked about it was like it's a commonality.
No, dude, it's a rare thing.
That's why
99.9% of men just bust and they're done, dude. That's it. Game over. But Edward? Why have you been no help to me in this one? There was no theories. You just kept asking me questions.
Because I'm trying to get your brain to think.
I don't want to think about those things. Those things I have answers for. I want to think about the thing that I'm thinking about.
Hold on.
And you don't have any thoughts on it? And she just keeps going to the internet. Like, just tell me what you think. What do you think? How does it happen?
I think whenever you get bit by a vampire, whenever you get bit by a vampire, obviously it's like a poison that goes in you, okay, and it hardens you. The only thing it doesn't harden is your deep desire to come in somebody. Are you crying?
No, please keep going. Please, I just want an answer, but please.
So, obviously, whenever you get bit by a vampire and it's poison, it's gonna fuck your body up on the inside. So you become empty, become hard, no heart. But the only thing that matters to Stephanie Meyers is the fact that Edward Cullen needed to reproduce at some point in his life.
These are our patrons. Thank you guys so much for watching. Everybody say hi to the patrons right here.
You never gave me your fucking theory.
I don't have one. That's why I'm fucking confused. I'm trying to have a discourse. I don't know. I was talking to my friend, my only friend with a master's in public health with the studies in women's reproductive health. Maybe she has some idea of how this could possibly happen.
I read the books.
But yeah.
She didn't say.
She didn't say.
I also read it in 8th grade when I really didn't know about cum.
She didn't say.
She didn't say.
So what are the theories here?
Because like the premise is like, obviously you're right. They're empty.
Yes.
And they're hard.
Yes.
Like their bodies are like,
obviously their skin is diamonds.
They describe them as like marble.
Okay. We're rehashing the hard thing too much. We know.
Hard.
We get it.
Super hard.
They're hard.
Very hard.
But then like what is inside of the testicles? Or do they even have testicles? Because if they're all hard, if everything's hard, and they don't have any organs,
testicles because
then why
whenever
would
you
they
become a vampire,
but if they don't have organs, then why would they have testicles?
So if it's a woman, does like they become like a Barbie vagina?
They just don't have a uterus, right? Because have any of the other vampires gotten pregnant from the other vampires? Thank you. Because they don't have a living uterus.
I don't think they did, no.
Exactly. They don't have a uterus.
Because I'm like the Carlisle kids were all like adopted.
Exactly. And I've never heard of any type of vampire-esque story where the vampire and another vampire get together and have a vampire family. Because they can't.
They're all adopted. Because they can't. Yeah.
They're all adopted. So him getting hard, I understand. Because the blood flow. I can get that.
But there's no blood.
If they drink blood, they get blood flow.
That's like saying like if you drink water. Hold on. I need to think of a better.
See? It's I couldn't stop thinking about it all day today and last night. I was like, I can't stop thinking about this whole vampire testicle thing. all night last night too.
Maybe in the Stephanie Meyers universe, like the blood turned into like this like venom bullshit.
Okay.
That acts as hardness.
Okay. But you keep going back and forth with the venom hardness, but I'm not talking about venom. Obviously, the venom is what makes you a vampire, right? And the hardness is a result of becoming a vampire. What I'm talking about is how do you shoot ropes in order to impregnate someone?
Zinc.
Where do you get the zinc from?
Target.
Guys, thank you so much for watching this episode of the...
You're getting all theoretical with me, and I'm just like, damn, I never really thought about Twilight that way.
I'm not trying to get theoretical. I want to know. Like, I just don't know. It doesn't make any sense to me. It kind of ruins all of Twilight, doesn't it?
I should reread it as an adult, man. Reading it as a 12-year-old.
I never read it.
I loved it. I never watched Breaking Dawn yet. Part 1 and 2. I watched Twilight, New Moon, and Eclipse. Read them all. Didn't watch the last 2 movies.
That's okay. It's probably better you don't.
I feel like I want to rewatch them all in my adult life.
Do it. You have the capabilities of doing that. They're all on Peacock, I think.
I know I do, but it's like, you know, the last movie I watched by myself was Corpse Bride.
Sorry. It's payback for throwing me in for a fucking loop earlier. Corpse Bride by yourself?
Yeah, I watched it during the ban. I just sat at my computer and watched it.
That's so sad.
Because I was like, I had nothing else to do.
Just watch Corpse Bride. That was your chance to watch Twilight.
I wasn't thinking about Twilight.
Yeah, man. All right.
We gotta email. We have to email this bitch.
We're gonna email Stephanie Myers. We got to.
Do you want to laugh?
Huh?
Whenever I wasn't allowed to have a Facebook, my fake Facebook name is Stephanie Myers.
And you impersonated her?
No, I just I posted as me.
Mm-hmm.
Like my friends knew it was me, but like my dad and mom could have never found it.
Oh, true.
And my other friend was Kristen Myers. We were like sisters.
That's great.
It worked. And me posting about Big Time Rush when I was like 12 years old.
Love that.
On Facebook. But yeah, no. One fact about me, I loved Twilight growing up. Robert Pattinson, I wanted him so bad when I was 12 years old.
Now think about Robert Pattinson as a vampire without any testicles.
I'd let him poison me. But going back to that though.
Are you seriously going back to it, or are you?
The testicles
aren't
aren't going to disappear because it freezes the body as is, unless he had no dick.
Okay, so that's my point. So if it freezes the body as is, then I'm saying that he definitely had one last nut in his testicles.
How many nuts are stored in your testicles?
I don't know. I don't think like you get drained. That's what we should be looking up. This is what I've been trying to get the entire time we've been doing this discussion. But I've been trying to communicate it, and you went on about this venom and body hardening thing, and I didn't understand what you were talking about because it wasn't related to what I was talking about.
The thing I was about to Google is very unhinged. No, I'm not even going to say.
How much cum is stored in the balls?
I was just say how many cream pies are possible from.
No, that's insane.
How many?
How many ropes can you shoot?
At any given time, it's just a fucking teaspoon.
That's all we have? Wait, there's only a teaspoon stored in my teculars? Now you want to come up here?
We're having a serious conversation, Sifi.
You can come up here. It's fine.
So what happens? What if he was no fap?
That's what I'm saying. That's the theory I have. He had one left. He just never.
But what if he was no fap? So he had like shit stored.
No, but the thing is like you're saying he was no fap after he was bitten? Before he was bitten. But does it get stored or does it? See, that's the thing. So I think honestly, technically, he had one left, and and that's it, dude. He used it on Bella. But could you imagine that like old ass 1700s sperm?
It probably tasted.
You know how fucked up that child's gonna be?
Have you seen her?
Yeah, I've seen her.
That fucking robotic ass bitch.
Dude, you know, like she's gonna have like so many problems, like medical issues that nobody knows how to fix.
I mean, Carlisle's a doctor. She's good.
That's true. Carla is a doctor. What?
I'm done.
Thank you guys so much for watching this episode.
I'm done
of
talking
the
about
podcast. I thought it was a pretty good thing to talk about.
No, because now it has me thinking.
That's what I want. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get you guys to think about this. All right.
No, I can't stop.
We're not always, conflict, war. Sometimes we just want to know what's going on with vampire testicles.
You're very smart. I'm not even.
Great.
No,
all right.
I'm not even.
Thank you guys
I'm
for
not
watching.
Even
Make sure you guys subscribe to the Patreon right now.
Hey.
Make sure you guys subscribe to the Patreon. We are running a deal right now. Code Habibi at checkout. You get a free first month and 30% off. Well, not a free first month. Sorry. You get 30% off your first month or your next month or a year subscription. So check it out. These are all of our patrons right here.
You can join them. Tier 3.
You could do this. You could be here.
I wasn't being sarcastic because I've
Sound like you were being sarcastic. We'll catch you guys next week. See you guys on the Patreon. See ya. Goodbye.
Bye.